Hello, or as I say in the Philippines, kumusta? I have some really exciting news to share with you, so do stay with me to the end of this video. But let me start first of all at the beginning. For over 20 years, I've carried a burden and a vision for full-time Christian ministry and church planting. And there's always been a strong missions emphasis on that. And while I've had a rough idea of what that will look like, I have remained open regarding the details. Now, perhaps the most supernatural part of that long journey has been my foray into foreign missions, particularly in Kenya, Uganda, Romania. Just the way God has brought that about has led me at times to pray, Lord, do you want me to go? Do you want me to go to Kenya? And I prayed in more recent times, do you want me to go to Romania? And to be honest, I would relocate in a heartbeat if that was the will of God. And just didn't feel it was the right time, just didn't sense God's yes in that. They're things I've prayed about in the past. Now, as many of you know, I'm married to Filipina, a wonderful woman called Jane, and we have a 1-year-old daughter. And our aim was to go through the visa process to get them to the UK. After all, common sense, my job is in England. This is where the money is. And what would I live on if I went to the Philippines? Well, we have a habit of praying in the new year, and it has become clear to us and apparent that everything was pointing towards the Philippines except money. And there's the family orientated culture, which is really important, I think, for my daughter especially, and the wider family in general is there. So there was also a very, very clear, precise, miraculous fulfillment of a vision I had from 10 years ago when I ended up in the Philippines for exactly 6 weeks and was going to various locations. God just worked that out precisely. It was something I had in the back of my mind from many years ago. And I thought, well, I don't know about that. Let's just see what happens. And it just happened to work out perfectly. It was a real confirmation that that vision was from God. And there have been other things as well. Jane and I have a tradition of praying over the new year, as I said, and we just felt a very strong confirmation that the time was coming. This was a breakthrough season that I've waited for many years. It's a breakthrough season. And so I'm excited to announce that from February of next year, I will be relocating to the Philippines to be with my wife and family and work as a missionary stroke church planter. So it's a massive vision. It's very challenging. I felt very much challenged by God not to worry about money and not to base my decision on how much money I have and how it's going to work out financially. So we're taking that plunge. We're going to be, as of next year, working as missionaries in the Philippines. So really, really excited about that. And as I said, of course, there's questions about how that's going to happen, which is why we're not doing it till February of next year. There's a lot of foundations to lay there. I will be flying out very soon to the Philippines for 3 weeks, meeting church leaders, looking at a church plant, looking at other things to get the groundwork set up for this move. So there's a lot to do. I very much appreciate your prayers. We'll be in Quezon City in about 10, 11 days, meeting leaders at their annual convention with the Assemblies of God. My wife is a licensed minister with the Assemblies of God. So we're going through that route. There's a lot of good connections there. And there's an exciting new church plant near where my wife lives that she's very much a part of now. So we're very much invested in doing this. Very much appreciate your prayers and prayerful support as we go forward. There's a lot to work out. So that's really what I wanted to share with you. Very excited. It's a new season, a new chapter in my life. And appreciate your prayerful support. God bless you and thank you for listening.